I heard a story that one day in an upper level class in mathematics, a professor wrote an unsolved problem on the blackboard for his students to solve. Mathematicians had been trying for years to solve this problem. The professor was trying to emphasize to his students that there are no easy answers. He told the students this problem is unsolvable, but I want you to spend the whole hour trying to solve the problem. There was a student who came in late to class who didn't receive the same instructions as the other students did. The student saw everyone in the class working on the problem on the blackboard. So he sat down, saw the problem, and began working on it. And yes, he solved it, all because he had never heard anybody say it was unsolvable. I wonder how many problems we have not solved because we have heard there is no solution. I'm here to tell everyone what's impossible with man isn't impossible with God. There is nothing impossible with God. With God, all things are possible. Let me ask all of us who are here watching today, what do you do when there is no out, no solution, no possibility of solving the impossible positively? I'd like to remind you of a story of a TV series that used to be on TV called Mission Impossible. At the beginning of the show, it started like this. Good morning, Mr. Fap. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, whatever that mission was, at the voice on the tape would explain the mission for the IMF, which stands for Impossible Mission Force, to undertake. After the conclusion of the explanation, the voice then said, this tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds, and it did. I believe we all realize there are times life feels like an impossible mission, but with God, all things are possible. The story I would like to share with you in the book of 1 Kings, chapter 17, verses 8 through 16, is a story about Elijah and the widow at Zarephath. Was a story about an impossible life to live through. The woman who was out gathering her last sticks knew in her heart this will be the last supper for both her son and her. The woman has one last supper, a problem to face. That was more important than a lot of other issues that she was going through. The famine was so great, the woman might have seen many who had died because there was no rain to water the earth for the crops to grow. Imagine having no water to mix the grain to cook with, to bathe in, to wash clothes, and to grow food to eat. Oh, I don't know about you, but that's a horrible position to be in. That's a big problem for anyone to go through that kind of experience. The food source had depleted or emptied down to nothing. The woman had accepted death as her final solution without a fight. But then comes this man out of town named Elijah. He approaches her asking for a drink of water and a piece of bread in verses chapter 17 of 1 King, in verses 10 and 11. The woman was already dealing with a severe problem. not alone trying to help someone else with their problem. No doubt she's weak in her body, barely picking up the sticks to bring home. And here is this man asking for a drink and a piece of bread. Elijah must be joking. In verse 12, the woman looked at Elijah and said, I am out here gathering sticks to burn so I can cook my last meal to eat with my son and die, because the food has run out. But Elijah and the woman were experiencing a great problem: thirst and hunger and the possibility of dying. Elijah responded to the woman as though he had never heard what she had told him. There are times we must ignore the negative things people are saying so we can move forward. In verse 14, but God took the prophet Elijah's mouth and spoke a prophetic word into her life and said, the oil will not stop and the handful of flour will not dry up until the rain comes. The rain is coming. I know you have a severe problem, but the rain is coming. We have a God that keeps us when the problems come, but we have got to put our trust in Him. The woman stepped out on faith and did exactly what Elijah had instructed her to do, but she gave him water and bread first. And God blessed her obedience. The oil did not run out and the flour did not dry up. Isn't God good? There is nothing impossible with God. I believe that God wanted us to know in our lack, when things dry up or run out, He is our source to all the resources that we need. The same God that took care of Elijah and the widow is able today to help us in our impossible situation. The rain is coming. The rain of restoration is coming. The rain of hope is coming. The rain of new beginnings is coming. The rain of peace is coming. The rain of joy is coming. The rain over my problems is coming. And the rain of new life is coming. Somebody need to tell somebody there's nothing impossible with God. Somebody shout amen, amen, and amen. Hold on, everyone. Hold on and keep on praying. Keep on praying, because there is nothing impossible with God. God can fix the chaos. He can create a solution and an oasis in the midst of this crisis that we're going through. Somebody need to shout out, with God, nothing is impossible. I hope this word has been a blessing to you today. And everybody say amen and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the weekend and week to come. Stay safe. We're praying for you. Bye-bye.